What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tom Walters and I'm an orthopedic physical therapist. In today's video, we'll be looking at 4 exercises for an MCL ligament injury. The MCL is one of our 4 primary knee ligaments and is the one on the inside of the knee. So if you have injured that ligament recently, maybe you felt a pop or have pain on the inside of the knee, then these will be exercises for you to incorporate. For the first exercise, we want to work on regaining our flexion and extension mobility. Oftentimes when people have a knee ligament injury, they will want to guard the knee and the joint can become stiff. So to prevent that, we're going to do something called a heel slide. So I'm going to do all the exercises on my right leg. Obviously, if it's your left side, just switch everything to the other side. So for this one, you're going to start with your knee out straight as you can get it. And then what you're going to do is just slide your heel in. So this is called a heel slide. Kind of lean back with your arms here so it's a little bit easier to move your leg. You're just bending as far as you can, just going through whatever range of motion you can without pain. If you hit a spot that hurts, that's okay. Just stop there and just work through that range of motion. This is an exercise you're going to do 4 to 5 times a day and run through 10 to 15 repetitions to work on your flexion extension mobility. As your knee, as that pain reduces, inflammation goes down and the area heals, you'll be able to go through a greater range of motion. You want to get all the way up to where you can bend your knee fully, which is usually around 135 to 145 degrees for most people. And then you want to be able to go all the way straight, maybe even a little bit of hyperextension. So just compare to your uninjured side and work back to getting that symmetry back, getting full range of motion. Okay, so that is our first exercise, a heel slide. For the next exercise, we're going to perform something called a short arc quad. It's basically a leg extension, which is going to target our quadricep muscles, but we're doing it through a little shorter range of motion. You're going to take a foam roller and put it under your knee, and this is going to help to activate, mostly activate our quads. When people have knee pain and swelling, often we'll see that the quads are inhibited. This is called arthrogenic inhibition, and basically joint pain can lead to inhibition of the quads. So we want to get them working again. Our quads are our most important knee joint stabilizer. So what you're going to do here is put the foam roller under your knee and then basically just perform a leg extension. And at the top, you're going to do a really hard, try to squeeze your quads and do a little isometric contraction there, really flex them, and then go back down. If you're having, again, knee pain right now and swelling, you may have a hard time squeezing your quads, which is why we're doing this exercise. So just be patient with it. Work through this for the next week or 2 and see if you can get your quads kind of back online and get them firing. You want your quads to be activated and strong before you go into standing exercises like squats and things like that. So for this one, again, go for 10 to 15 repetitions. It's not really a strengthening exercise. We're doing it more just to activate the quadricep muscles. So 10 to 15 reps, and try to do it several times throughout the day, like the heel slide. Maybe think about 3 to 5 times throughout the day, every day. Work on doing this short arc quad. Okay, so that is our second exercise. All right, for the third exercise, we're going to make things a little more challenging and transition to standing. So for this one, you'll need a loop band like this. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to get a set of these. What we're going to do is put the band around our knees, just above our knees. You're going to stand on your injured side, hands on your hips, and what's going to happen is I'm going to move my uninjured leg out into abduction. Now what happens when I move this leg out, the band wants to pull my knee in, and this is called a valgus position when my knee goes inwardly, in an inward direction like this, which puts stress on my MCL. So this exercise will teach us how to keep our injured leg in a neutral position. So it's really working our hip muscles, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus. It's helping to keep our femur, this bone, in a neutral position. You don't want your knee to go in. So the band's going to try to pull it in. You're going to resist and try to keep your leg out. So you're just going back and forth like this. 10 or 15 reps here on the uninjured side. And really, again, just working on keeping this leg in a neutral position. Then this one, I want you to go ahead and switch and do it on both sides. So the benefit here is that now my injured side, I'm going to be really strengthening gluteus medius and gluteus minimus. And those 2 muscles really help to control our femur, that long bone at the top of the thigh. And the femur makes up half our knee joint. So if we control the femur well, it means that we'll reduce the stress on our ligaments, our meniscus, and all those tissues at the knee joint. So So just kind of work back and forth. You can just switch, do your 10 or 15 reps, and shoot for 3 sets on this one. Because it's more of a strengthening exercise, you're just going to do 3 sets really once a day, just alternating back and forth. For the last exercise, this will be our most challenging one. We're going to use an exercise step and work on strengthening our whole leg, again with a focus on our quads and maintaining alignment of our legs. So again, with this exercise, don't let your knee move in too far out, anything like that. Just try to keep it over your foot. So what you're going to do is stand with your injured side at the edge of the step. I'm going to lift up, hands on my waist, and then I'm going to perform what's called a lateral step down. So I'm going to slowly sink down until the heel on my other foot touches the ground, and then come back up. So it's sort of like a mini, sort of a modified single leg squat. It's really going to work on strengthening my quads and my glutes a little bit. And I'm just moving with control, touching my heel, and then coming up. Don't touch your toes because you'll be tempted to push off with the other leg. So down nice and slow. Don't let your try not to let your knee wobble around. Just keep it stable. And that's probably going to take some practice in the beginning. If you hit a point where there's pain, then just go through the range of motion that is tolerable for you right now. But you want to build up to where you're touching your heel. I'll put a link for a step like this that you can use. I probably need one that's a little bit taller at this point. So just play with the height of your step, figure out what's appropriate for you right now. You could use stairs at your house if you don't have an exercise step, just going up and down like this. This one, again, because it's a strengthening exercise, we're going for 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, okay? So give those 4 exercises a try. Thanks for checking out today's video. I hope you find the exercises to be helpful. Just also want to mention my book's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble with all major bookstores. It's basically a do-it-yourself physical therapy book. It has programs for all of the common injuries and pain issues. Each body region has its own chapter. So if we go back to the knee chapter, you'll find this knee instability program, which is for people who have had meniscus and ligament injuries in your knee. So you'll see this whole section here on ligament injuries. And then all of the programs in my book are going to walk you through 3 phases of rehab and have pictures of me doing the exercises. Sort of like what you'd get if you came to see me in physical therapy, a program that just guides you through the process and is more comprehensive than a YouTube video. So if you'd like to get a resource like this that allows you to treat all of the common conditions at home, I'll put a link for the book down in the description. Thanks again for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.